Welcome back. Hope everyone is doing well. Folks, big thank you to Blackout Coffee for sponsoring today's video. They've been one of the longest sponsors of the channel. Amazing values, amazing coffee, and they actually have their opportunity again to become a part owner of Blackout Coffee. There's going to be a link in code below the video. Go support them. So folks, I gotta be honest with you, the Charlie Kirk situation is becoming even more of a disaster. Let me run through a couple of things here. The story that's being told to the public at this point is that Tyler Robinson is the shooter, okay? Tyler Robinson is the guy that they have pretty much no video evidence of, other than him running on the roof, which, in my opinion, could be from literally any day of the world. There is nothing that points to it being on that day. One of the reasons why is because if you just heard a 30-06 go off and you're within a block, especially there being buildings around the entire perimeter of where the gun allegedly went off, it would sound like a damn bomb went off. And if you're anywhere in the vicinity, you knew exactly what it is and you would be hauling ass somewhere or pulling a gun and taking the dude out if you knew who he was. But when you watch this video, everybody's just like, ho-hum. No big deal, I'm just gonna kind of roll through life, and it doesn't seem doctored. I digress. There's some weird stuff that has recently came out about this. And one of the biggest things that's came out is Bill Ackman, who pledged $1 million to whoever turned in Tyler Robinson. It's all about how he keeps his word, and if the father's involved, then the justice system will take the money away from him. What a fucking stupid thought process from a billionaire. If you know the guy is involved, or you think he's possibly involved, you're probably going to say, look, we appreciate you turning the guy in, and I will give you the $1 million, but we want to make sure you're not involved, okay? Just so, I don't know, he doesn't take a flight to Colombia or Europe, or who the fuck knows, with $1 million cash. I don't know, man. I feel like that's a pretty easy thing to figure out, but not for you. Well, it gets even worse, because Candace Owens just proved that his parents did not turn him in. His parents think he's still innocent. Listen to this.
What I've learned is that his father does not believe, his parents don't believe that their son committed this crime. I was like, huh? Excuse me? That's a far cry from what the media has been telling us. Remember, the media presented this amazing story. The father realized his son was guilty, so it goes, right? And then he phoned over a friend to help him convince his son to turn himself in, because this guy, this mysterious guy was a friend and just had a connection with Tyler. And eventually they said, you got to do the right thing here. We know this is you. That was the vibe. Certainly that's what the media was putting down for us to pick up. Well, I was told actually that it was kind of the opposite. That quote unquote family friend, who we learned was a former detective with the police force, and so therefore has strong ties with the police station, informed the family. It was that in-between person that informed the family that Tyler had been identified as the shooter. He recognized him. He knows Tyler. He gives them the heads up. And then I'm told, and I believe this, that the way in which he got arrested, or rather turned himself in, was because that family friend / neighbor / former detective told him, hey, it's best for you to turn yourself in because there's only one of two options here. Either you turn yourself in and everything is peaceable, or the SWAT team could come in here and arrest you and things would get crazy. So that's what happened. He went over to their house. Tyler was called over. Tyler was bewildered. He disputed the idea that he had murdered Charlie Kirk.
What the fuck? Okay, so what does Bill Ackman have to say? I mean, the guy writes books as far as responses on X goes. So, I mean, are you going to respond to that, man? No? It's cool. It's all good.
So I get a call from my friend, and his said, hey, how you doing? Good. And it's not, he's been retired a few years. We'll call each other. It's not unusual for me to get a call from him or vice versa. And at 8:02 p.m., he calls me. Hey, I can tell his voice is kind of shaky. So my first thought is, who died? Like who's he going to tell me that died? And then I couldn't fathom what actually came out of his mouth. So he said, hey, I know who Charlie Kirk's shooter is. I know the family through religious association, and he's in Washington County now, and we're working on trying to get him to come in voluntarily. During that phone call, some information was provided about Tyler potentially having some suicidal ideations, was en route to a remote area of Washington County. The parents convinced him not to do that, and conveyed that they would stand by him and help him surrender peacefully.
Okay, let me just make sure I understand this, because my God, this is getting so stupid. A friend of the family saw this picture, okay? They saw this picture and they're like, oh yeah, that's that one dude from church, bro. I know him. Look at the picture. If that's my father, I wouldn't be able to figure it out. If you replace my dad's face with this guy's face, with the sunglasses on, how pixelated it is, and the hat, I'd be like, oh, it kind of looks like my dad, maybe. But I wouldn't be like, oh, 100%, send the cops in, baby. Is anyone buying this story? Like, the FBI has gone from, we got the guy, to, oops, we don't have the guy. Then again to, we got the guy again. And then, oh no, it was just some dude that we pulled over. Then they go to, we got the manhunt done in 33 hours. Okay, well, somebody turned him in, or he forfeited himself, apparently, to this sheriff. So Kash Patel and the FBI really didn't do squat. And then on top of this, Kash Patel gets on some show, and this is his response in regards to, where is the weapon?
He drops down to the grass below, Mr. Director. We do not see anything that looks like a gun in his pants. We don't see it. Where is the gun, according to the FBI, in this video? And I understand that this is just surveillance from quite a distance, and it's grainy, but we don't see anything there.
Yeah. Well, as we know, and look, I walked the steps myself when I got to the crime scene at the university there in Mormon, Utah. What happened was the shooter, as you saw, jumped off the rooftop, and then we retraced his steps to where he discarded the firearm in a wooded area next to the campus. And I walked that ravine, and he discarded the firearm in its entirety with the towel wrapped around it. One of the critical pieces of information we were able to pull was DNA off the towel, and also DNA off a screwdriver that was found on the rooftop where the shooter was positioned in a...
Okay, so you didn't answer the question, brother. You didn't answer the question. Oh, we found it in a towel. And, we found a screwdriver with his DNA on it. Are you guys still saying that he took the gun apart? Is that still your story? I mean, here's the official timeline of this entire thing, and it doesn't match up to anything as far as what the FBI has put out.
In less than 36 hours, 33 to be precise, in 33 hours, we have made historic progress for Charlie.
I think the process went pretty well, considering we got him in 33 hours.
Yeah.
We apprehended our suspect in 33 hours because we were transparent and open with the American public, and we're going to continue to do that.
For 33 hours, I was praying that if this had to happen here, that it wouldn't be one of us. That somebody drove from another state, somebody came from another country. Sadly, that prayer was not answered the way I hoped for.
So what does the public do now? What do? We just sit here and say, okay, cool. The FBI is just kind of twiddling their thumbs at this point, or they think they got him. I mean, seriously. There have been so many holes in this case, and we're not stopping. We're not sitting here and saying, okay, well, the FBI got it figured out, so, they're gonna put him in trial, and that's it. I don't think they can. I want to repeat that. I don't think they can let Tyler Robinson go to trial, because the FBI and whoever else is involved has said so many different things. If everything comes out in that trial, it's going to be a disaster for everybody that's involved in this thing. So I don't think it's a coincidence that they're saying that Tyler Robinson is all of a sudden suicidal. I think probably we're going to see another Epstein deal. What else makes sense? None of this does.